Welcome in, guys. We got a lot to cover with today's big news break on EA College Football 25. Now, a lot of information is coming out today because a lot of creators got to play the game and they're finally able to talk about it. And I've put a lot of screenshots and information from tons of different creators, tons of different accounts that have mentioned the game and their experience. So at first, as you guys can see, there will be no cross-platform on online Dynasty. I know a lot of people are bummed about this. To me, that is a huge miss because I do look forward to playing with my friends that have Xbox because I think I'm going to play this on my PS5. And I also saw someone say that it's up to 30 or 32 teams. They were pretty bummed about that because they wanted to do a full 132. Not gonna be able to happen. So the dynasties will stay within the console. Next up, I saw that there won't be any ESPN representation in this. So I guess that means there won't be like your ESPN scoreboards or the ticker that scrolls around the bottom, specifically ESPN. So while they might do adaptations of it, it won't be what you're thinking it will be like when you just flip on the channel. One other big thing that people are a little bit bummed about is that there will be no high school in Road to Glory. I feel like everyone enjoyed that high school build up right before you get into college. I'm not sure how it plays out beforehand, but there will not be any high school gameplay or such. One small feature that I was looking forward to, but we won't end up getting is mascot mashup. Now, I don't think this is a big feature, but I will miss playing as a mascot. I love playing as Albie. I even remember playing as a leprechaun for Notre Dame. Having that, I feel like would add an extra charm and some variety, but without it, I mean, it's not the biggest thing we're missing out on, but I will miss it. Now, going back to the Dynasty, I did say that there will be 30 to 32 teams. It is 32 teams, so you and 31 other guys can have a great time and build out your dynasty, but it will only be up to 30 seasons. Now, that is a lot. You can get so much accomplished in that. I'm super interested to see how that will play out and the content that people make from that. That's gonna be incredible. You will also be allowed to have custom conferences, and generic FCS schools are in Dynasty, so that'll be pretty cool. Skill trees will also be returning from NCAA 14, and another interesting thing that won't be in the game will be NIL. I'm not sure how that would work and how that would come together, but just interesting to note that that won't be in there. And another thing I've seen several creators talk about is that you will not be able to export draft classes in Madden. Now, this will be confirmed music added into the game. Bobamba, Tsunami, Sandstorm, and Zombie Nation. I've also heard of some more songs being added, but some things that won't be is Enter Sandman. Certain songs won't be added into the game, obviously, because there's a lot of legal things they gotta jump through, right? But still, just having some is gonna be such a dub. Now, one thing we have to talk about is the transfer portal because that will be in this game. Apparently, you're gonna have to split your time in your schedule. Are you gonna go talk to the high school recruits, or are you gonna hunker down and try to get some transfers? Or better yet, try to keep your guys from transferring. I don't know how this all works out. This is just words from people that have played the game, but I feel like that will be so crazy. Like, this is actually going to be super realistic. One thing I saw people getting hyped about too are the hoodies getting into the game. Now, a small feature that can have a big impact, especially if you want to style your guys up. I think having these small little features here and there is just going to add to the immersion of the game. And me being an Auburn fan, I'm super stoked about this. Jordan Hare hopefully will be incredible with its immersion. We have our Eagle flying around before kickoff, and the band will also be in formation. But how cool Auburn's sending in so many pictures day and night of the stadium. That's got me super pumped. I cannot wait to play as Auburn and probably lose like they do as well. Something that I've seen almost every creator talk about that got a chance to play is that it is nothing like Madden. If anything, it's faster, and they made it clear it is not a reskin. Speaking of separating themselves from Madden, there's going to be a wear and tear system. So you're not going to be able to run the same roster over and over and over and expect to have the same results. If you have a guy in there for 3 plays, he might have to come out and rest a little bit, or else this could end up getting your player injured. That is also another huge part people were talking about that had a chance to play, and people were making a point to specifically go out of their way and mention that. Apparently, it's going to be a huge factor. Here are some other features that you can look into and see. So many creators got a chance to play and finally talk about it. Honestly, big shout out to everyone sharing this information and hyping up the game even more. I cannot wait for us to get more and more information as the days go on. The playbooks being more distinct, home field advantage, the work that these developers are putting in to make sure that we have a banger of a game. I seriously cannot wait. And if you guys feel like me, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am so looking forward to July being here because I cannot wait to get my hands on it. That's going to do it until the next video. Until then, peace.